again. And today I'm gonna show you how to make this folder that you can glue into one of your sketchbooks, notebooks, planners, any type of book like that, to store extra papers or papers that fall out or extra notes. So if you think this is something that can help you, keep watching and I hope it's helpful to you, okay? Woo! So you're gonna need a few things. A paper cutter of some kind. I like this type of paper cutter. Oh, it's dusty, pardon. Scissors are completely fine, whichever you have laying. You could use an X-Acto. Cardstock. I'm gonna use white just because it'll match the inside of my notebook and I would prefer that, but you could use any type of color you want. I just recommend a thicker paper because it's gonna hold other things. You're gonna need hot glue and extra glue if needed. You could technically use any glue for this, but I'm using hot glue. And then of course, the actual notebook you plan to use. And last but not least, decorations of your choice. I'm gonna use washi tape like crazy because it's like my favorite, but you could use stickers, markers, you can draw on it, you can use different colored paper. The first thing you need to do is determine whether you want this folder to be in the front panel or in the back. For this one, I'm gonna put it in the back. Just make sure there's no dust or any particles on it. As best as you can. I know it's a notebook. Oh, you know what? It just occurred to me that if I use white paper, you're not gonna be able to see anything, so I'm actually gonna change it to blue. So the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna take a sheet of your cardstock and you're gonna place it, and obviously you might be doing this with a different size notebook, so you might have to cut it down a little bit. This is actually the exact size, so I'm gonna trim the littlest bit off of each side just so that I can get a little bit more of a border. So it's gonna be a very slight, basically nothing cut. So when you're done with that, you can get rid of your notebook for now and just deal with the piece of paper that you have. So now we need to make an actual folder. Well, you can make it as tall or short as you want, but I'm gonna go kind of for the standard center. So you're gonna take a second sheet of paper, lay it right on top. Turn it over so that you can kind of see exactly where things are gonna end up. Now, if you'd like, you can mark it with a pencil exactly where you wanna cut it, but I'm just gonna go in and do it. I'm just gonna go in and take off a chunk. So now I have kind of like this long rectangle. I'm gonna take the original sheet that I'm using. So you don't want it to be completely lined up. You want it to be just above it. So basically we're creating a little bit of extra room here so that we can fold it over and make the folder. There's a little bit too much on either side. So once again, I'm gonna take off just like one side. Here's my long rectangle. Here's my original sheet. And you're gonna take where this little space is and you're gonna fold it right on over. I recommend doing just a little bit of creasing and then getting rid of your main paper and then finishing it. This way you won't squish your main paper and make it look weird. Ta-da! So now you have like this little like kind of envelope where you could take your original paper and slide it right in. This next part, you fold it over again and then you fold it over on the other side. So it's kind of like you just created a little envelope for it. Look at it. The little paper thingy goes right in. So basically what we're gonna end up doing is gluing all this down. But first, if you're using washi tape or whatever, and it requires like it to go around the borders, I recommend decorating it now. But if you're gonna do stickers on the front, you can do the step whenever you'd like. So as you can see, I still have my creases. I'm just gonna take a washi tape that I think would look really cute with the blue. Once again, this stickery part is completely optional. You don't actually have to do this. So this way when you fold it, you won't see any of the rough edges. So now this is the front. You wanna turn it over back to the back. If you didn't do this step, the sticker step, then none of this part applies to you. You're still in the original phase, but you're gonna take your paper, put it right in the little crevices that we already created for it, and you're gonna glue. So let's do this. Let's do this together. Okay, hot glue gun, ready to go. So do one edge at a time. So we're just gonna do the bottom first. Don't worry if this looks a little bit messy because you're not gonna end up seeing this. I hope this tutorial's making sense. Now you're gonna take the other end and do the same. Glue it on there. Press, give it a little bit of time. One more. So now, when you turn it over, you have this. You have a piece of paper with like a little pocket. Remember to put this on the side that you want. Make sure that the notebook is right side up. Make sure it's the exact side you want. Place it, make sure you like the way it looks, you like the size. And from here you can kind of just go crazy with the glue, but I recommend going bit by bit. So start with the top, press, start with the middle, press. We'll do that together right now. I recommend this method, so just craziness at the top and press. The reason I say it like this is because if you do it all at once, some of the glue might dry, like the initial glue you put might dry, and then it won't stick as great. Now that I think about this, I should have started from the bottom since that's the thicker part. So maybe consider doing that on your thing when you do yours, if you do yours. Middle, press. And now bottom, press. See why if you're gonna do washi tape, do it before you put everything together so that you don't see any of the edges. So now your notebook has a really nice folder to it. So you open it, you know, whatever. Oh, look, a page fell out. That's okay, I have a folder. Ta-da! This is what it looks like at a normal people angle. So this is really good if you have a notebook or something that you just kind of need a little extra space for. Sometimes even with my sketchbooks, I need like a little thing for papers that fall out or inspiration. You know, I'm sure there's so many different ways to do this. Like you can make 2 small ones and have like different types of packets. You could do one in the front, one in the back. You could probably even put one in the middle, like on a regular sheet of paper. It doesn't really matter what the backing is. I just recommend making the folder itself out of cardstock or some kind of heavy paper just so that it's more durable. So I hope this was helpful for you. I did this with a few of my planners. Once again, decorate it however you want. Washi tape is not mandatory. I kind of wish I put one up here, but whatever. I hope you have a really nice day, everyone. Thank you for joining me on this DIY. Bye!